Hello and welcome to Racing Review here on STC TV for the meeting of the 14th of June. Last Saturday we raced here at the Selangor Turf Club. We had a 9-race card in which the feature of the afternoon was race 6, the 200,000 ringgit Malaysia 3-year-old championship final, of which the 14 runners had won 35 races between them. Only one horse in the lineup not winning a race was Torrecampo, the maiden saddled by Richard Lyons. But locally based trainers then were represented by 5 horses. Frank Maynard saddled 3 of them, Silver Dollar and also Smart People, 2 heat winners here in KL, and also Hot Aristocrat, who he also saddled in the feature race. Malcolm Thwaites was represented by Ace Surprise, his very talented Artie Schiller colt, and as I said before, Richard Lyons ran Torrecampo in the colours of the RX7 Racing Syndicate, who won the Palermus with Trudeau the week before. But it proved to be the outstation horses that would take the upper hand in this race. They were headed by Black and White and Pisces Star, 2 horses that had won 5 times already this current campaign, or in their careers even. And also Balotelli was also in there. He had won 3 from 4, and he was coming into this race with a big reputation indeed. But it was to go the way of Black and White for Penang, trained by Chin Chin Oi and ridden by Panamanian rider Oscar Chavez, just getting the better then of Balotelli in second. Ace Surprise stayed on best for the KL trained horses into 3rd position, and 4th was Claybury in the 2014 running of the Malaysia 3-year-old championship final. So we'll pick them up as they turn into the home straight, and commentary from Walter Vijay.
Outside is Balotelli commanding the tune, right on the outside from Smart People, then away to Lemon Law, and coming along also there is Silver Dollar within striking distance at the top of the straight in the Malaysia 3-year-old champion 2014 final, and right there in front is still Balotelli. Along the inside comes Silver Dollar, right on the outside Smart People, and here comes Chavez on Black and White. Balotelli and Black and White, Chavez on the outside driving for glory. Balotelli not giving up, but right on the outside, Black and White. Chavez, they win the Malaysia 3-year-old championship 2014 final in grand style. Balotelli was second.
So here is winning rider Oscar Chavez. Oscar, come in and join us. Black and White, he's a class horse, and he must have given you a really awesome feel here this afternoon, running down Balotelli late in the day.
Well, I went through the field and I knew there would be a lot of speed. So I figured out they're sitting a bit off the speed. Hopefully we can get them in the end tired. So when I jump out, they went 7 horses, 8 horses, they went flat out. I had a beautiful run through the inside. Top of the straight, I took it for an outside run, for a clear run, and then he just went home very strongly.
And Oscar, tell me, you've ridden some really good horses in your career. How good do you think this guy is?
Well, he's a nice horse, but he have a lot of things to prove for himself. Today he was good enough. Let's see whether he's good enough for the next one.
And Oscar, on days like today, I'm sure you love your trips to KL, don't you?
Well, if he continues like this, I will love it.
White, it was then winning quite nicely. Won by half a length from Balotelli in 2nd place. They were a further 3 3/4 clear of Ace Surprise in 3rd. He ran a very good race from his wide draw, and I can't help but think if he was drawn a bit closer to the inside and not in barrier number 14, I think he would have been a lot closer in the finish. And one that ran on very nicely into 4th place, and we flagged him up on the opening last Saturday afternoon, was Claybury for Jay Shankar. Stayed on really nicely into 4th position. He's a horse that's won over further. He's won over 1,600 and has been placed over 1,800 metres. So I think over a bit further in trip, Claybury will definitely be a proposition next time. Of the other KL trained runners then, Silver Dollar could only finish in 7th place for Frank Maynard and Jose de Souza, and just 1 place behind him was Torrecampo in 8th, and Frank's other runner, Smart People, could only finish 9th, along with stable companion Hot Aristocrat in 14th. I think Silver Dollar perhaps not seeing out the trip, 1,400 metres. He did win his heat over 1,100. So that was a decent renewal then of the 3-year-old championship final. Either side of the big race then, our 2 main supporting races were both Metro C contests, in which Jose de Souza won both of them, the first of which, race 5, was won by California Cat for Frank Maynard, who in turn saddled his own 4-timer on the afternoon. But California Cat it was that was running for the 2nd time in 6 days. He was a winner the Sunday previous when ridden by Jose de Souza, winning an International Jockeys Championship race. He returned 7 and 5, so he was a very short price favourite to do so, and he won in the manner that would befit a short price favourite like himself. He won by 2 3/4, from Ghost Street in second, and they were in turn over 8 lengths clear of Wild West Willie back in third. So the front two very smart horses indeed, pulling a long way clear of the third. And race 7 was won by Equally Optimistic, also ridden by Jose de Souza, trained by S.H. Tan, and he was winning by 3 parts of a length from Straletta, the mare, in second, carried 58 kilos. That wasn't a bad run. And Mr. Epic, Ghost Emperor, the favourite, could only finish back in fourth. We'll pick them up in the home straight then. And once again, commentary from Walter Vijay.
3 lengths from Happy Amigo. Ghost Street has got a lot of work to do if he wants to get to that leader. And back into the field there to Wild West Willie. Travelling a bit wide, there is no uncertainty. Coming home with Fox Treasure is California Cat. He's turned the turbo on with about 200 meters to go. It is now California Cat. Ghost Street is after him, but California Cat, he once again reigns supreme. A treble there for Jose de Souza and Frank Maynard as they blitz this field. Ghost Street finished second. Third there was Wild West Willie, right along the inside of
his last win, then 6 days on. What kind of feel did he give you today? He was as fresh as he was last week?
Yeah, he's a fresh horse because he's a big horse. He's a run last week for him. He's just a strong canter, and then the trainer do a good job on him. They keep up fresh. Then just a happy day for today. He got a cruise again. That's beautiful.
And the trainer thinks he'd be better over 1600. Do you think that as well?
Yeah, I think 1600 is no problem for him because he's a big horse, he's a striker. When as soon as you get to the front, he just keep going the big, strong paces. So I think 600 is no
Equally Optimistic Straletta. They straighten up with about 300 meters to go. Is Mr. Epic racing well at the moment. Now along the inside, only thumbs up. Ghost Emperor is trying to come out of the pack. And also Equally Optimistic throwing out the challenge. And Confline's trying to get off the ground. They got about 100 meters to go. Up along the inside is Mr. Epic. And here's Souza coming up with the Equally Optimistic. Can he get his fourth? Straletta on the outside, and it's going to be a Souza fourth for the day. What a day! Equally Optimistic winning it there for trainer.
So Jose de Souza then winning both of the Metro C races. California Cat, firstly for Frank Maynard. I think both trainer and jockey think he's going to be better over a little bit further. And as we heard from Jose there in the post-race interview, he seemed to be as well as he was 6 days beforehand, and he ran out a very convincing winner. And I think there's plenty of big and better victories to come from California Cat this season. And of Equally Optimistic, he was a nice winner for S.H. Tan, made the journey from Penang all the worthwhile. So it was nice for him to win one of the Metro C races on the afternoon. And in turn, Jose de Souza riding 4 winners on the afternoon puts him on 38 winners for the current campaign. Jay Shankar is in second with 32, along with Azahar, who's also on 32 winners currently. And Frank Maynard, that then leaves him on 31 winners for the current campaign. He's having a really good time of things at the moment. His 4-timer then on Saturday afternoon was no mean feat. He saddled 13 runners, with 4 of them winning. So Frank left the meeting here on Saturday afternoon a very happy man indeed. Of his other runners then, he won our second race of the afternoon with Bukit Bintang, ridden by K. Irawan. And he also won with Fairborn in race 3, Jose de Souza. And he also won the last race, race 9 on the card, with Brash Sun, ridden by apprentice A.M. Isaac. Again, we'll join them in the home straight, and our commentators for these are Nick Child and Walter Vijay.
Right, towards the inside, Golden Quest is gone. Here comes Valentine Baby in the white shades. Bukit Bintang's under pressure. Saga King is now beginning to wind up on the outside. Aces High needs to quicken. Not My Fault is trying to do the same. And then widest of all is a la carte. But as they race past the 200, Bukit Bintang has now taken it up from Valentine Baby towards the inside. Saga King is now the latest challenger as they race inside the 100. Bukit Bintang's holding on, and Bukit Bintang will go on and win. In second was Saga King. Back in third was Valentine. Time is back in second. Trying to start a run now is Fairborn. Here comes Kobe Top Gun. Indian Rock in the white shades towards the outside, but they've got to catch the leader. She races past the 400 with an advantage of about 2 to 3 lengths. Here comes Fairborn now in the centre. Indian Rock is trying to stay on with Kobe Top Gun. John Francois is in behind those. Prairie Pride is flying late, but Fairborn's taking it up as they race towards the final 100 metres. Fairborn in front, knuckling down to the task. Indian Rock on the outside as they race towards the line. Fairborn holding on. A double for Frank Maynard. In second was Indian Rock. Prairie Pride was back
Express now throwing out the challenge, and along the inside comes How About Me, and Brash Sun is also appearing late in the scene, and right out there is Zem Black Coffee. They got plenty in hand, but here comes Brash Sun on the outside, and also throwing out the challenges Sagas Express. Brash Sun this time here, Mizat, can he get it right? Along the inside, plenty in on, Pen bleeding on, but it's going to be a Frank Maynard fourth winner for the day, and Mizat wins it on Brash Sun, second on the inside, plenty in hand. Up the ante, Osaga.
So AM Isaac then riding a nice winner on Brash Sun. He was narrowly denied in race 8 on Rushy Green. He had to settle for second, but he only had to wait just over half an hour to boot home a winner, winning our last race of the afternoon with Brash Sun. So a decent time for AM Isaac. He's a jockey with a future indeed, I'm sure, one of the leading apprentices here in KL. And of Frank's other runners then, Fairborn was also very tough in the finish, and Bukit Bintang also ran out a nice winner for the Western Australian. Of the rest then, race 1 was won by, it was a class 5, it was won by Emperor Tiong Long down at the bottom of the weights for Danny Murphy and Waifi. He returned about 164 for the win, so he was a big price, and I know the Danny Murphy camp were very pleased with his victory indeed. They've had a bit of a quiet spell, but they're just returning to form now by the looks of things, and hopefully we'll see a few more Danny Murphy trained winners in the coming weeks and months here at the Selangor Turf Club. Race 4 on the day was the Open Maiden, won by B Smart. Richard Lyons training him. Jose de Souza was aboard. It wouldn't be a KL meeting without a Richard Lyons trained runner. A little bit of interference in behind him. Magical Banker just interfering with Black is Power up the home straight. So there were a few hard luck stories there, but B Smart was a very good winner. And of race 8, Darmore was a winner for HS Gill, returning from a suspension for his boss Johnny Lim. And Darmore, in fact, has a very good second up record. It now reads 6 starts for 2 wins, no placings. But coming into it, it read one win from 5 goes, second up. So he's a horse to keep an eye on when he's second up. So they were the best of the rest. And once again, we'll join them in the home straight.
King of Tower towards the inside. Cassandra Shadows back in third with Blue Delago trying to run on from Kingship Admiral. And here comes Champagne Rose, all too late, but racing down inside the final 100. Emperor Cheong Long is going to go on and score, and will be a winner for Danny Murphy and Waifi. And second was King of Tower. Then back in session, all over the place, Magical Banker. Done Black is Power no favours as they race down the home straight then and head towards the 200. B Smart is in front. Here comes Obsession and Super Crown. Costamere is trying to run on. Magical Banker was all over the place from Black is Power, but inside the 100, B Smart leads. Here comes Costamere on, but holding on B Smart towards the line, and B Smart will go on and win. A double for Jose. In second again was Costamere lot, I reckon.
And Kim saluted. Right out there is Darmore with the late bet. It's about 250, and Perfect Fixer is being swarmed. Now there is Darmore racing to the lead. Along the inside is Rushy Green. Darmore, Rushy Green coming along the rails with about 50. Darmore, Rushy Green fighting to the wire, but it's going to be Darmore racing with an advantage. Second on the inside, there was...
So Darmore then winning our 8th race on the card. He was a nice winner there for HS Gill, and I think he's a horse that could go on and win again here in the near future. So that's just about it then for this week's racing review. Of other news briefly, in Penang they raced on Sunday. Local apprentice M. Hanif rode himself a double. They were in races 7 and 8. Lee's Melody winning race 7, and in race 8 he was aboard Jack of Hearts. So that currently puts him on 6 winners for the season. He was out for an injury a little while ago, but he's back with a bang and he's riding plenty of winners. So that's just about it then for this week's racing review. I hope you've enjoyed it, and there'll be plenty more to come in the coming weeks and months from the Selangor Turf Club here in Kuala Lumpur. And I think I'll leave the final word to Jose de Souza, who took the riding honours last Saturday afternoon with a 4-timer. So from me, it's goodbye for now.
Jose de Souza, 4 winners, 7 rides, not a bad day's work.
Yes, no bad day. 7 ride, 4 winner, 1 second is a lose by next, so I just happy this.